Hi guys, this is an update for 2020 first round Youngbird. They're all looking good. They're eating. Everything is fine. Some of them they still take feed from the parents. Some of them independent now. I think it's time for them to settle. I need to put up some more perches in the loft. That's why I don't want them to sleep or lay on the floor anymore because they're, like you see, most of them are independent, maybe all of them. The problem is we had a nasty storm yesterday, and it's supposed to be continuing all day until tomorrow. I'll show you the nasty weather outside. It's stopped for a bit now. All you can see is all white. Basically, it's all white. Still doing it. This is my loft for Old Bird. I'll be flying Old Bird from this loft. There is the cock there, all the cocks. There is the hands all over there. These are all the hands. I have some settle for my dad. He like to raise some settle with feather in their leg. I don't know where they're, but I have all the hands over here. And I have a couple pairs over here, which is I put two pairs. So this pair is some Missouri, old Missouri line, mix of old Van Loon Chicago She, Olympiad from Herman Koster, and Air Camp. I'll explain the pedigree later if I have time. Basically, I put them together. This pair and this pair, they lay both eggs. I check the eggs. They both fertilize. So the plan is to transfer this egg because they're old birds. They're 2011 NL bands on them. So I bought them from a flyer who retired on a disposal sale, which is I bought both for $1,000, which is if I show you the pedigree and I show you the result of their children and grandchildren and all the children and grandchildren and all the family they bred, they're fabulous. They're amazing birds. It will cost more than $1,000. The reason I bought them for $1,000, basically I bought the cock for $650 and the hen for I think $450, or it was a $350, I don't remember. The reason I bought them for that much because the old guy who write pedigree with his hand, he actually messed up the pedigree and he didn't put the mother and the father right on the children pedigree, so nobody knows where is the mother and where is the father. But I already know the flyer. I never been in his loft, but I already know. And I spoke to him prior to the auction, and he said I only have two Missouri boy and a Missouri girl. That's it from this line, and all these children came from this one pair, two pigeons. And I already know. I did my homework and I got lucky with them. Because the pigeon market here in Canada, Toronto, Canada, they got really big. Like people will fight over a pigeon, 1,500, 2,000, no problem. Actually, there are two sons. The hen who are sold for 1,400, and I think another one sold for 1,000 or something. I bought another son of them, which is 2012. The first son they got, the flyer sent him to One Loft Race, and he became. I don't know if you're familiar with Empire One Loft Race in Canada. I don't think there is no more of it because it got like they canceled that race and they moved on. but it was famous back then in 2012, and he became a second ace pigeon at that one loft race. So there was something. It cost me $650 to buy that cock. I already have a hand with them from the same flyer. She was the champion bird of 2018 for his loft. So I'm gonna put them together. I'm gonna use this section. I'm gonna make 4 section of 3 feet, 2 feet deep, and 2 feet high. I'm gonna in February 20th, I'm gonna put them together, 4 pairs, and all their children, they're gone to one loft race, Salim One Loft Race, which is my first time sending to Salim One Loft Race. That's why I bought him this pair, and I bought the son, and I have 2 pair that I got from another flyer who retired already. They're super, and when I breed those pair and do the nest and everything, I'll explain about these 4 pairs later. But now I just want to show you. So I'm gonna move this eggs to the loft that you see earlier, which is my breeding loft and my flying loft, because I don't have space. I'm breeding in the same loft, and I'm gonna separate the hen until the February 20th, which is I put it together. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this pair, because the original plan was supposed to transfer this pair over here and make this two pigeon raise them, because they're super breeders. They raise good pigeon. But now I have empty spots at the other loft. The eggs didn't fertilize, and I already spent more time on the other loft. So I'm gonna move them. I'll see how it's gonna go. But yeah, as far as gonna go, this is the hand from my racing team, which is first time racing old bird. I already start racing last year oldie. I did a great result as per old flyer that they told me. I hope I do better, because I didn't win any race. I won the club twice on a C series and a D series, which is huge, because we had a really competitive flyers in the club. But we have a huge combine as well, up north combine here in Toronto area, Canada. I'm trying to win that. It's not easy, but it's not impossible as well. So that's just a small update. I have all the babies on the floor. I have 8 babies. The second round already, the egg of the second round already there. I have 8 babies. They're about these 2 babies right here. They're about 2 weeks old. The other 2 over here. You see them? So this pair and that pair, which is there's a baby on them as well. I tied them that way so I can take the hands. The cock will raise the babies on its own, and then I put them together back in February 20th, because that one and this one is gonna be 2 pair, and the other Missouri and their son is gonna be the other 2 pair. That's all I need to tell you. That's why I have a heater here. Most important thing, I have the fan, exhaust fan. Take all the, you see how is not clean, my loft, but it's not moist. It's not, there is no moist. It's all dry. You see, I'm already walking with the snow on my feet. I don't care, even if I have babies on the floor, but I don't care as long the exhaust fan works 18 hours a day, 19 hours a day on the timer. That's all I need to tell you. That's it. I'm out. Sparky Loft.